Welcome back to Learning to Run with Robbie Europa. Yeah.
Learning to run with Robbie Europa.
I'm Robbie Europa, and I'm really excited about what we're going to talk about today. We've already covered a lot of basics, from stretching to running and dealing with obstacles in your way. Today, the finish line is in sight, both physically and literally and in reality. Now, in previous episodes, I introduced to you two running mentors to help us with our running, to give us tips and advice from their years of experience. And I would like to invite them again one last time. Here is Mr. Jean-Francois Thibault and Mr. Alistair Toppenstride.
Aren't we about done with this already?
Seriously, this is getting old.
Yeah, like you, old chap.
What did you say to me, you smarmy, dentally challenged?
Oh, pipe down.
Pipe down, look at these pipes.
Panicked! Now look, I brought you two here because I thought you were two consummate professionals who could help me win every race with your insight and experience. But you know, now I'm not even sure I want to win anymore. It just turns you into an old grouch. Now through this whole thing, I've tried to stay positive, but I only have so much endurance. I have it in mind to just quit right now and forget this ridiculous video.
Robbie, if you quit now, you'll never know the sweet taste of victory. You'll regale yourself to the only snacking on sour leftovers of a feast of bitterness and what-ifs that will linger in your nostrils like bad fast food takeout left in the refrigerator of your heart and then accidentally dumped onto the floor of your pathetic little reality.
Well, that was harsh and confusing.
Yeah.
Listen, Robbie, all I'm trying to say is that if you give up now, you'll never be like Jean-Francois and I. True victors.
Alistair, I am touched that you would consider me a victor.
Well, old chap, I've always thought of you as my only true competitor. It has been an honor to run beside, behind, and often in front of you.
I do admire what you have brought to our discipline, all your hard work and dedication.
Shall we get a spot of tea?
Oh, good. I have some bread left.
Oh, excellent. Come on, let's go. I love that beret, by the way. If I told you.
Wow. After all that bickering, they finally realized that a little bit of respect goes a long way. And that's our final lesson right there in a nutshell. Sometimes we lose sight of the reason we're running and try to make it about being better than other people. Yes, there is good technique, and it helps to watch those who have come before. But ultimately, you shouldn't just run to beat everybody, because what if you lose one time? Then you'll be mad and sad and act like those two. Sometimes we remember that we are supposed to run the best we can and enjoy creation and movement and all that good stuff. So should you go out there and win if you can? Yes. Is winning the most important thing out there? Well, it's like my dear old dad, Papa Europa, said, he who dies with the biggest pants still dies. And while I'm not totally sure what he was talking about, the principle still stands. Eventually, each of us will have our own finish lines ahead, and hopefully we'll be able to look back at our running and say, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. From all of us here at Learning to Run with Robbie Europa, I'm Robbie Europa. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we hope you run a good race out there. See you later.
Learning to run with Robbie Europa.
Gotta learn to run so fast, so fast.
Down the street, down the road, down the hill, but not up the hill, 'cause that's a little more difficult. Don't you run in school? It's against the rules.